Hello and welcome to this general astrological overview for the day of February 16th, 2022. So today we have the full moon in Leo, and so things really come to a head today in that monthly cycle of the moon. And so a full moon in Leo is indeed very loud, very powerful, fun loving, expressive, creative, desirous of appreciation. And the right word is escaping me right now, but I almost want to say like applause or being applauded or something like that. But it's very loud, very bold, very striking. And so expect perhaps some drama to pop up today, and not drama in a negative sense per se, but just expect some very potent things to make themselves seen and known today. And it's an interesting full moon because it isn't really forming any significant aspects, and that's usually how we identify like what else a full moon is going to be about. I mean, there's somewhat of an opposition to Saturn here, and so there might be a little bit in this full moon about contending with limitations and difficult realities, but really it's a fairly pure Leo moon, I think. And so we're really going to see that today in a very powerful way. And keep in mind also that a Leo full moon is very heartfelt, and it's fascinating that this is happening at the same time as the Venus-Mars conjunction, because both of these are indicative in their own way of something that is very heartfelt, that is very loving and like personally loving. At least the potential for that is there. Now, speaking of which, let us consider this a bit further. So Venus and Mars have been trailing along together for a number of days now because, of course, not that long ago, Venus went retrograde, and even though she normally moves faster than Mars, we have them moving at about the same speed currently. And well, today, Mars overtook Venus between 9 and 10 a.m. Eastern time. It doesn't really matter the exact time because the energy is active all day. And so Venus and Mars, of course, the cosmic lovers, the planets of not only relationships, but also great creative energy. So we could see this manifest as love and romance. We could see it manifest as desire, as what are we willing to do to get the things that we want, to get the things that we desire. We could see it manifest as playful, back and forth flirtation, that sort of thing. All of that kind of stuff. And again, indeed, especially for the not so romantically inclined, highly creative energy where you feel like you want to do things, you want to create things, you want to make things. Perhaps it comes in the form of some inspiration that you then feel very much like taking action on. That is reaching a very significant point today. And of course, we'll just go a few more days here into the future. As you can see, Venus and Mars just continue trailing right along together. On and on and on they go until eventually entering Aquarius. And then there's a whole new theme about, you could say, and we'll get to that when the time comes. But yes, the Venus-Mars conjunction is today, the exact day of the full moon. And so there really couldn't be, or there rarely is, a more obvious astrological indication of a day that is where the energy peaks, particularly when it comes to things like that very heartfelt love or that creative energy. Both of those are highly potentially active today. Now, other than that, we can just note that the moon does change signs shortly before 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And so you can expect there to be a shift in the energy then from that more playful, fun-loving Leo energy to the more practical, focused, work-oriented Virgo energy then for the rest of the day. So it could even be, I mean, the way that I would look at this is a lot of the more intense developments, especially relating to the full moon, are probably more likely early in the day. And then as we get more into the evening hours, the energy will calm down to an extent. But I would say that what we've been over already has a certain momentum to it. It carries with it a momentum even as the moon enters Virgo. At least this is how I've observed the astrology in my own life over the years. And so that momentum of potent, creative, exciting, loving, fun developments, whatever they happen to be in your own life, will likely carry into the evening, but it will at least be tempered somewhat by the moon entering a much more earthy sign. So that is about it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a wonderful full moon day.